Alright, hello there ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another commentary by myself, Moletrap, and this is the first game of the set between CJ Entus and Samsung Khan, and I will be commenting every game in this set. It might take a little while to get all of them out because I have to do some coordinating. Well, let's just say that there's a few reasons why it might take me a little while to get the rest of it out. This is game one. It's going to be out pretty quick, and the others might be out a little bit later. But they will be coming out in due time. And this is Iris versus Jangbi is the first set. A lot of players on CJ are in slumps right now. Iris is definitely one of them. He's won maybe one game out of his last 10, something like that. I could be wrong on that statistic, but he's been losing almost all of his games basically, and that's not an exaggeration. On the other hand, Jangbi has been winning almost all of his games. He looked for a few minutes there like he was going to be the new dominant player, but then he's taken a couple losses here and there, shown that he is actually mortal after all. But don't get me wrong, he's still playing like a damn fiend, and he's the definite favorite in this match, since Iris, well, you know, he hasn't been playing well, and mostly because Jangbi's top matchup is Protoss versus Terran. He can be touch and go in Protoss versus Protoss, and he can be a little shaky versus Zerg sometimes, but his versus Terran is pretty damn solid. So, you know, looking forward to a good match, though. Either way, it should be interesting watching Iris get face dumped a little bit here. It should be noted, I suppose, that Iris at one time did not suck. Well, at several times, actually. You know, at one time he was actually considered to be one of the dominant players in StarCraft. Not for too long. He never really went too far. The only exception to that is that he actually did get to the OSL finals, ended up losing to GG Play, and that was a few seasons ago. And interestingly enough, GG Play is also going to be playing in the fourth game of this matchup, if it goes that far. But yeah, other than that little stint in the OSL, Iris not really ever getting anywhere. By the way, he goes by Berserker these days. This is Nick. I'm going to call him Iris, though, because I'm kind of used to it, and it's just easier to say than Berserker all the time. Berserker, Jangbi. I just confused myself, and all of you. So, I'm not going to do that. Anyway, Berserker has 2 SCVs on gas. That's kind of interesting. Unless I'm seeing that wrong. It looked like he only had 2. He might have had 3, and I was just tripping. But both players going pretty standard here. Iris is not... oh, never mind. He wouldn't block off his door in this map. Sometimes players do block off their doors on this map, but not always. And usually it's a little bit more difficult. You can't just put one barracks there. It looks like he is sticking his Marines in the choke, though, so he can take out that scouting probe. But the Zealot's going to come in and chase those Marines back, so he is going to get this scouting probe in. I believe Iris is going to be able to hide his Marines behind that supply depot. Yeah, so that Zealot's not going to be able to do any good at all. Actually, well, yeah, no, he's not. I was going to say he could come up and just take pot shots at the buildings, but he's just not going to be able to. The Marines would be able to pick him off, and if he tried to chase the Marines, then the Marines would just run back, and so that's that. And now Iris has 4 Marines out, and that's plenty enough to deal with that Zealot. A couple SCVs in front, just for good measure. Yeah, Iris, like I said, he's capable of some good StarCraft. During that OSL run, he actually beat... it's too bad for Iris. He moved those SCVs back. He's going to need them in a second here. He brings them back now, but they're not able to get in front of those Marines. A little bit bad control there. He should have got the SCVs in front of those Marines so he could block for them, do a little extra damage to those Dragoons if they come in here. Finally, he does get one SCV in front. Oh, Dragoon coming in, taking another pot shot here, but that tank is out, and so that's going to be able to push him back there. Interestingly, Iris is going for a 2-factory build, which is very, very non-standard lately. Usually the norm these days is to go for a 1-factory into an extra command center, and Iris has decided to keep his SCVs on gas and go for a 2-factory build. and he's got a lot of Marines out as well, so we could be seeing some kind of fast push here. Jangbi has expanded, so he might be at a disadvantage if Iris pushes out pretty soon here, and it looks like he might be going for just trying to keep some of this, put some of this pressure off. Oh, Iris gets his tank blown up. Oh, his Marines get killed from by a mine as well. That was absolutely crucial. Iris has lost a ton of his forces right here. He could not afford to lose all that. A lot of pressure being put on him, and he just caved to the pressure there, losing a lot of units. Man, Iris is in a lot of trouble here. Those Dragoons are going to get chased off eventually. This isn't the end of the game, but he is at a major, major disadvantage now because the only thing that he had going for him, the only thing he had going was the fact that he had this military advantage because he'd gone for this 2-factory build, and his control just let him down, and he just was not able to hold back that push there. And now the counter push cannot come. Nice. Jangbi planting a pylon in that little gap, and that's actually the second time we've seen that gap used with a pylon oh, what's the other map? Is that Longinus? No, it's not Longinus. It's I don't remember the name of the other map. I know exactly what it is. It's a really famous map, but I don't remember the name for some reason. Where it had that little thing there. I'm sure someone, if you're more than like the 5th person to see this, there'll probably be someone in the comments that will tell you exactly what map that was. But oh, by the way, a note on comments. Yeah, there's probably spoilers down there, so you might not want to look down to see what map it is. Anyways, in any case, using that pylon to block so that it'll take a few seconds. It took a few seconds longer for Jang to move, and another pylon being planted down. So even if Iris moves in with these forces, he's not going to have reinforcements for a lot longer. It is going to take a minute for him to break down that pylon. It won't take too long once he gets the tank out, but still. And Iris is moving in here, planting down mines, pushing those Dragoons back. Dragoons falling back so they're not touched by the mines. One Dragoon running in, trying to suck up all the mines. It does not take enough of the mines. It looks like only one mine went off on it. And then there are mines all over the damn place now. He didn't pick off the mine. I'm not sure how he didn't hit that mine. It looked like he got it with 2 or 3 shots, but it went off anyway. It was just too close, and he did have his Dragoons in quite the right formation to pull that off, and so some Dragoons taking a lot of damage from that mine. All 3 of those Dragoons took damage from that mine. Observers finally coming out. It's almost too bad for Jangbi. He didn't wait just another minute here to get those observers out. Now he's going for the robotic support bay. Iris now he's got a full blockade there, so he really does not want those vultures to run in there and to start pushing it back with mines again. So he set up a complete blockade at the beginning.